Hello, everyone. Hope you're having a good day on this December 3rd. If you're a movie fan, you might um, mark December 3rd, 2020, as the day when theatrical movie going, as we know it, went from a mass activity to a niche activity. Let me tell you what happened. I've watched a couple of videos about this already. But although this was initiated by the pandemic, there's more behind it, I believe, than just the pandemic. So here we go. You know that right now, life is all about streaming. Disney Plus, Hulu, Netflix, HBO Max, and they're all fighting for subscriptions. Well, just about maybe earlier this afternoon, Warner Brothers, one of the biggest studios in Hollywood, announced a major shift in their distribution for movies next year. Now, they say it's a 1 year experiment, but I'll get to why I don't think it is in a minute. Here's what they're going to do. Just like Wonder Woman 1984, when it premieres in December, all 17 movies of their planned movie slate for 2021, that includes movies like Matrix 4, that includes movies like the musical In the Heights, Dune, the sci-fi classic, Tom and Jerry, the kids' film, all of their entire 2021 slate will premiere on HBO Max at the same time that they're premiering in the theaters where theaters are open. And they've committed to do this for the entire year of 2021. And here's how this will work. For 30 days, but starting from when it premieres in theaters, the movie, whatever movie it is, will be on HBO Max for 30 days for free to subscribers, just like they're doing with Wonder Woman 1984. Then after the 30 days, the theaters that are still open will have the movie in the theaters to themselves for another 60, 65 days before it then goes to iTunes, Vudu, places where you can buy and rent the movies for your own collection. But if you're intuitive like I am, you know that if I have an opportunity to pay $14.99 and can see all 17 of these new releases from my home, especially during the first half of next year when the pandemic isn't over, people are going to do that. And I know that, Warner Brothers is saying this is just for a 1 year experiment. Well, I'm going to call bullshit, because I think what all the studios are realizing is this. Right now, the studios, at least for opening weekend and maybe the second week, when they put a movie in the theaters, they have to give like 50% to the movie theaters. But if they put it on HBO Max or offer it VOD, they keep all the money. They keep all the money except for paying the stars and the production studio and all that stuff. So they may be saying right now that this is only for next year, but I think that's bull. I think this is going to be a new paradigm going forward. And it'll be interesting in the next couple of weeks. Disney has an investors call on December 10th, and I suspect, and so do many others, that they're going to do something like this with Black Widow. And they may do something like this for some of their other films. So I believe that this is that Warner Brothers just let the genie out of the bottle, and that this is going to be the new strategy for movie going in the future. And I don't think theaters will completely die, but I think going to the movie theaters will be like going to a play, where it's just kind of a niche experience for big blockbusters and special events. I mean, we were already heading in that direction anyway, but I think we're going to get there much faster now. So, in summary, Warner Brothers has just changed the game because all 17 of their planned studio releases in 2021 will premiere day and date on HBO Max for just the subscription price, whatever it is at that time. And then it will also go on the same day in theaters, and it will stay on HBO Max for 31 days or 1 month if it's like February or a 30-day month, whatever. And then it will go off of HBO Max, remain in whatever theaters are open, and then go direct to video for sale. But that gives people an entire month to watch blockbusters, starting with Wonder Woman 1984 on Christmas Day. And I firmly believe the rest of the studios in town are going to adopt a much similar strategy. So for me, although I love going to movies, given some health challenges that I have, this is excellent. I'm one of the few that are like, hey, this is great, because I have HBO Max and Disney Plus and things like that. But one thing it does, remember I mentioned in one of my videos that I'm working toward getting a new, upgrading my TV to really have a good home theater system to an 8K television. Well, that just became a much higher priority than it was even a week ago. So that when we launch into 2021, I can just watch these movies in the comfort of my own home, especially during the first half of 2021 with the pandemic. I can watch them on my hopefully 8K television, 2020 model 8K television, and not have to worry about risking my health. And it's funny to me that this is the same studio that fought so hard to get Tenet into the theaters when they opened in August and September. But Tenet didn't do very well because people didn't want to risk their health to go to the movies. And so that is what changed the strategy. And this is what Warner Brothers is doing for the next year. But I believe that this represents a shift that is going to last much more than just a year. And it's a seismic shift for the way movies are distributed. Because I believe other studios are going to follow suit. And if they start seeing their subscription numbers rise significantly, and they're keeping all that subscription money and not having to distribute much to theaters, this is the wave of the future. I really believe that. And I think theaters they're not going to die completely, but they're going to become a very much niche market, which is sad in some ways, but as someone with a disability and challenges to his health at times, I'm okay with that too. And believe it or not, I think people will adjust to this strategy Because, for instance, if you've got a family of 4, it's cheaper to stay home and watch it on HBO Max than it is to go out to a movie with popcorn and food. So that's what's going on. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.